Hello, it's Nancy today. I like making these videos. I'm in a kind of bummed out mood, but just knowing that this is a little video for someone else is kind of fun. I'm walking down the hill here, following Lily, who is with me. I am babysitting. Oh, I was going to work on this hillside. I'll show you what I've done. I've planted thyme and more thyme. See, the path goes this way. See there? So these are thyme, these big holes. And then up here I've got thyme planted too. See? And then in between it I've planted other things, which I won't bother to tell you about right now. This purpose of this movie, this little video, is to show you that actually some of my garden grew. I had a very bad garden this year, and I'm rather embarrassed about it because I was so busy telling you how to do it so simply, and it did not work at all. So here's my the fortress, which is in which is the garden, or which contains the garden. Look at this. The beans actually grew. Look at that. And there are beans on them. They're still very little. I'll take this one off, and we can see if it's good. Hey, it's very good. Now, mustn't talk with your mouth full, right? Well, I only planted a few rows in here, and as you can see, either the deer came in and ate them, or nothing worked. Isn't that the pits? All those seeds that I planted in there, not one of them grew. This row, I planted squashes, and none of them grew either. I thought that this soil had been tilled up very nicely, but it wasn't tilled up this year. And so I made a mistake. I said, it's okay if it's been tilled up and I thought it was loose and fluffy. So I just dragged my foot and I planted it. But it really needed to be dug. Because now, in August, this is all I got. Of course, I also didn't weed it. But these were the radishes. Even the radishes didn't grow. How is that possible? I mean, radishes, it rained every day for 2 months. A little bit every day or a lot every day. Now, I never planted the rest of this. This was just going to be covered with cloth and kill everything that was there. Oh, there's the straw I was going to put in here. Anyway, so my no-work garden also has no vegetables, except the beans. You see, beans didn't mind that I didn't do anything. They thought it was pretty nice. See, look. These are climbing beans. I've never done climbing beans. At least not since I was young. A little girl. Looks like poison ivy. Oh, don't touch that. It's poison ivy. But, you know, the deer are going to come and eat them all. I know. I should be more optimistic. I'm usually quite positive. Today I'm still positive that they're going to come and eat them. Because I never did get the fence up high. There's only so many things you can actually do. Hey, look. This is Swiss chard. It grew. Whoa. Look at that. Real food. It's a good thing that this is not really all we eat. Because you know there's a lot of... Hey, this is red-rooted pigweed. Don't let that grow in your garden. Especially with seeds on it. That is terrible stuff. Should put an old carpet down. But it looks like where the staples were, the grass has come through. Just where the staples were. Look at that. Look at how nice and neatly they came through. I think this is one of those flowering things. A very nice, delicate plant. It didn't do so well either. No flowers. Okay, so now you know the whole truth. It is sad, but it is true. Even though I put down stuff in between the rows, the things I planted in the rows did not grow at all. Bummer. Oh, okay, hey look, there's some wild grapes. You know, I think the best thing to do is just to get into harvesting the wild stuff, because the wild stuff actually grows. And it grows where it wants, and then you can go eat that. I could show you some things here that are wild. Oh look, here's this. Is that the clematis? I don't know, but it's coming up down here. It's got a very delicate vine. I don't know. Am I supposed to know these things? Now you can eat these things, these pods, but I'm not exactly sure how. I would say you put them in your mouth, but you might have to cook them first. Let me see if I can get this latch done up. Because you know deer. Ha ha ha. Hey, here's a bluebird box. The bluebirds did not nest in it this year. Every year you have to take out this thing and get rid of the old nest. Which I did, but they didn't come back anyway. It's because I'm having a garden here. So this really needs to be moved, you know? But that's another thing for another day. Look, I have a flower. And over here, and see how well see these? I planted also. One of them grew. Look at that. One of them grew. Well, a few of them grew, but only one of them has actually got something on it. See, this is the asparagus. Look, it's getting completely covered over with this new-fashioned vine that wasn't here in the garden before. And it's going to seed. Not good. So these asparaguses will have seeds on them. And if you have a nice place where they can drop, they will create more plants. They will try, even if you don't have... Oh, look at this all. This is totally weed-filled. Goodness. It reminds me of my life. So I think I'm just going to ignore it for now. And I'll go back to the house. All these beautiful flowers have stopped blooming. Everything was in bloom like these. Aren't they pretty? Heliopsis, I think. And look at, this is a little tree I dug up on the roadside and planted there, and it's growing. It'll take it 100 years to become a tree, but somebody would like it one day, right? Okay, I'm going to turn this off now. So that was my confession about my garden disaster.